Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Tonight's matchup features two quarterbacks who will be trying to lead their team to victory. It's Ryan's Falcons going up against Bortles' Jaguars.
All right, Larry, thanks. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State and Everbank Field here in Jacksonville. A few minutes prior to us coming on air, this crowd was jolted into action with the introduction of these Jaguars. They're set for football as the Jags are ready to match up with the Atlanta Falcons. And the decision to bring it out, a good one. As he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. First carry for the tailback, Devontae Freeman. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. Here's Ryan to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
On 3rd down, Ryan. It's caught. Jones. He got 29 yards that time. And that's the connection, Ryan to Jones, that this defense obviously has to key in on.
Certainly feels like they got the party started with that one, doesn't it? And when those two get in sync, it just scares the heck out of defenses because he can hit Julio Jones in a short zone, and he can take it the whole way.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Second and 5. And the wideout in motion. Freeman again. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Running right, this is Freeman. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on 1st down.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Now they'll throw it with Ryan. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. A Falcon 1st down. Ryan to his young tight end, Hooper. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. It's a give to Freeman running right. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just want
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Avery Jones with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. From the gun, it's Ryan. Flushed out right. This will be caught inside the 10. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Ryan. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Yannick Ngakoue in there to bury him for a loss of 11. First carry for Leonard Fournette. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
One thing rookies need to learn at this level, and quick. Make a cut, be decisive, and go. Because in college, you could dance around and wait for a hole to open because you're probably a better athlete than most of the guys on the field, but not on the NFL level.
Alongside the former defensive back Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Jaguar football as we begin quarter number 2. But they face a 2nd and long to start things out. They'll run it again with Fournette. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 11 yards on the pickup, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
And Leonard Fournette impressing there with that run. It's hard to believe that no Jacksonville Jaguar has broken 1,000 yards since Maurice Jones-Drew in 2011. I think Leonard Fournette could be that guy.
Even with the ankle injury last year at LSU, still averaged 6.5 yards per carry.
And absolutely intimidated opposing defenses. A lot of guys simply didn't want to tackle him.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the 1st down.
Now Bortles. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. Well, hey, with this window, 2 teams that we've been talking about this year that really deserve discussion and more discussion as we continue to go. How about the Rams and the Jags and the turnarounds that they've had this year?
They have been dramatic. They've been dominating at times when you look at how they've played. I mean, we just saw the Rams, was it week 15, went to Seattle and decimated the Seahawks to really take over the NFC West. The Jaguars have steadily gotten better throughout the season. I mean, in preseason, the Rams weren't thought of as a team that would make this dramatic a turnaround. Jaguars, they were kind of that trendy could they be, but they have been for a number of years. This has been something else, and my hat is off to both of these organizations.
Check.
Throwing his Bortles on 3rd down. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Bortles in the offense remains put on the field. They're going to go for it on fourth.
Here we go. Blue 45.
They do go for it. It's Bortles. Steps away to his left. Now he rifles one that's intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
Bortles simply cannot keep putting his defense in these types of predicaments. He's got to take care of the football.
And last season, a lot of the turnovers, just like this one, in Jags territory, 11 of the 16 really put them in a tough spot in plus territory for the opposition. They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
Well, that wasn't exactly a work of art, was it?
No, that wasn't a thing of beauty. This is why I don't play in points per reception fantasy leagues.
Is that what they call
the receiver
PPR?
still gets a point there. Yeah. And you went that far back. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So the D-line's going to spread out. Ryan. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there. That brings up 4th.
I know exactly why I tried to throw the ball to Julio Jones there. He's never considered covered. He's either too fast or too strong. You always try and get it to him.
Especially on those deep passes. And we were scoreless up until this point in the 2nd quarter. Now we finally have a little action.
Let's see where this action takes us. First quarter, no points at all. Now we've got our first score of the game. Well, does that signal that we're going to get more as we go along? Or will it revert back to what we saw in the beginning of the game?
And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across. The 25. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he's going to go backward. They get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Came out in a power set, but that only served to put more men in the box. And guess what? If you're going to do that, you've got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders. They lost all leverage on that play.
To throw is Bortles. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. And the Falcons going to use another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Following the sack, 3rd and long for Bortles and the Jags.
Black 58, Royal. Black 58.
A fake to Fournette. Now it's Bortles to throw. Completes it left side to the tight end Lewis. And a timeout here. Timeout taken, whistles blown. Timeout taken by the receiving team. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Nortman on to kick as he sends it away. Fielded at about the 28. A terrific return. 30 yards all in all. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. So out come the Falcons now. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
First down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And nothing but daylight ahead. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And here now come the Falcons. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Back to the air, Ryan after the pick 6. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may force them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
They go play action here on first down. And he is going to be hit and taken down. Bortles sacked. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Again, it's Fournette. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with third and about 6 yards to go. Shotgun now for Bortles. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Cole. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. And the offense lining up 1st and 10.
Here we go now.
From the gun, it's Bortles. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. So that pass goes awry, but to make a quick pivot, before the game, you and I were going through the list of 1,000-yard receivers this year. Some familiar names, yes, but a couple that are back on the list and then a fresh face.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Now, you mentioned guys that we're used to. Antonio Brown, well over 1,000 yards again. No surprise there. Gronk, he gets it done. You know, let's face it, he's one of the toughest matchups in the league. But Michael Thomas with the New Orleans Saints, really nice rookie season 2016. He made it legit this year, going over 1,000 yards. And then you look at Keenan Allen and DeAndre Hopkins. Welcome back to the 1,000-yard list for both of them, because you expect them to be there each and every year. And finally, they'll welcome to the club an undrafted free agent from Minnesota State named Adam Thielen. You're exactly right. What a season he's had for the Minnesota Vikings.
Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17.
But there's a reason he was the first running back taken. You saw the ability there, the ability to be physical and get downhill. And how about him breaking off a nice gain there?
There's some Adrian Peterson comparisons out there now. That's high praise. Do you think that they're warranted?
Running style, very similar.
Bortles now on 1st down. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
Fournette, a 1st down carry. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Nice job by the defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Second down following the run. Working from the gun, it's Bortles. He'll check this one off to Fournette. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. We're still in search of the 1st down after that last completion. To throw, it's Bortles. He's got the hook up to lead. And he has the 1st down before he's tackled at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Back now in Jacksonville. It's Jaguar football here, and they'll look to extend their lead as we begin quarter number 4. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. They'll try and run forward with Fournette. Stops short. Down at the 1. Had the broken tackle, but couldn't get it all the way home. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. On 2nd down, here's Bortles. And his throw is incomplete. Marquise Lee, the intended target, and it's 3rd and short.
Brandon, some of those windows to throw the football that exist when you're between the 20s, they don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But as a former DB, I liked it closer to the goal line. Tighter windows made it easier to cover people, actually.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. They come out here in the eye. On the ground, Ivory. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Chris Ivory taking it in from a yard out. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Malik Jackson. With a great push up front, he picks up the sack and a loss of 8. On 2nd down, here's Ryan. Gonna throw right side here, complete. Nifty move there on the run, but ultimately brought down at the 25. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. They're giving those short little routes, tackled him in bounds, too. They're just not going to get beat over the top.
Yeah, and if you can't really get downfield, take the short routes. But now you got to have guys who can actually break tackles and increase those gains.
And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. Ryan to Sanu, good for an Atlanta 1st down. They'll throw on 1st down with Ryan. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Second down here after the incomplete pass.
Get up!
They'll run it now out of the gun. A nice little juke. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. That one good for 10 yards. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. Fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off at the 38.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Bortles on the give to Fournette. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. And this will probably be the last play they can squeeze in here before the 2-minute warning.
Defense always has to be careful in this situation. A lot of teams like to take a shot.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he'll get nothing out of that one. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. And Lambeau will put this one through, and they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. So they settle for just the 3 there, but clearly anything helps when you're trying to salt one away here in the 4th.
Without a doubt, I think a touchdown would have been the final nail. But 3 does give him some breathing room and lets him build up a little cushion.
And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Yannick Ngakoue in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. From the shotgun, Ryan. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And that is incomplete. They